The Formal Gamer, podcasts for those with exquisite taste.
We return to Seathwaite, where the city glitters but hides a dark and dangerous underbelly. Two brothers, Locke and Key, are tasked with an assassination that will rock the city to its core. But are these wretched villains up to the task? Seathwaite is cutthroat, cruel, and unforgiving. Can Locke and Key keep their heads when all hell breaks loose? And who is the mysterious figure known as the Weasel? And will he be friend or foe?
Hi guys, welcome to episode 5 of season 9 of the Formal Gamer podcast. As always, you can find us on Facebook or Twitter or our website. Thank you to those people who bought merchandise. It looks great. I've seen pictures of it. It looks amazing. I'm glad it's all sort of arrived in safe and sound. And someone else has bought a t-shirt. So I know Noel, Lucy and Chris have already got theirs. But someone else bought a t-shirt. So if that's you, thank you so much. You're a legend, I'm sure. We recorded this episode after a bit of a gap between the previous one. I think probably like 5 months after. We record things in a strange order at times, because obviously that first bit was just meant to be like a little bonus season. This mini campaign ended up lasting sort of 24 episodes. We've just wrapped it up, and it's insanely long. It just got out of hand completely. So if anyone was worried this was going to be an actual mini campaign, it is not mini. It is a proper campaign. Things just got sillier and sillier. That's mainly my fault. Key just would not behave himself, and Galak needed more time. Oh, I love this season. I think you're going to love this season. This episode, so we may have dropped the accents slightly as we're just getting back into character. Sorry about that. The 5-month gap probably didn't help, but we tried to make sure we picked up exactly where we left off. We all listened to recordings beforehand, but if we do drop the accents occasionally, that's just because we're being stupid. But more important than any of that is that you enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome again to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast. Yeah. So once again we are with our legendary hitmen, Locke and Key. Although, well, would they describe themselves as hitmen?
Well, like, I will hit a man, so yeah.
Okay.
I think all-rounders is a better description, yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a little bit of everything.
Yeah!
And what situation?
We really love the catchphrase.
Yeah. And what situation do you find yourselves in at the moment?
Well, I just watched the guard die, and I heard someone say, "Hello, brother," and I'm hoping it's my brother.
So the guard was the guard you recognise as Gold Runner, who was chastising you and mocking you while you were stuck in a prison cell. While you were fumbling around to stand up because you're so hideously drunk at the moment that you are finding it difficult to even stay standing.
No, I can't help but hear the judgment in your voice.
It was the lesser evil, wasn't it? It was either that or going in the moat.
Yeah, I was stuck between a rock and the going in the moat place, so I went with the drinking all the alcohol in the world.
And so, Locke, what have you been doing then?
Yeah, so I've infiltrated the castle, and now I've found my brother, I hope. Although I haven't seen him yet, because I've just stabbed a guard.
Okay. So you think you found your brother?
Well, let's hope so.
And you're so a small modicum of success there, but in still quite a tricky situation.
Not the easiest.
No. So you're standing there. There's a dead body at your feet after Gold Rider has slumped to his knees and then onto the ground, and his blood is beginning to trickle out of his chest wound. What do you do?
So I would do a quick perception check.
Go for it.
18.
18, right. So you're looking on his body. Is that right?
No, I'm doing perception check to see if any kind of sound or I should be worried about anything.
Round the room. So you check round yourself again, and You're in this corridor that you've just entered from the hustle bustle of the kitchen, where there indeed are a lot of people in there, but there's also quite a bit of noise because this is still a working kitchen, almost for medieval times, an industrial scale.
Sure. I forgot to mention it's +4, so it's 22.
22. And you don't hear any kind of alarm from in the kitchen. So if you're facing the prison cell, you're kind of looking to the north of the building, and that's kind of the prison cell is basically touching the north wall. Okay. You see your brother trying to hold on to the bars in the door of the prison cell, and you can see the strain in his arms as he's trying to pull himself up, and he manages to get to his feet. At the same time, you look down the end of the corridor, and about 5 meters behind you, there's this big archway, which is the entrance to the kitchen, which you've already walked through.
Sure.
You feel like there's no change in atmosphere in there, but down the corridor, you can see going right down to what you feel like is the other end, the south side of the castle. So it's a long stretch of corridor. You still see this hatch at the far wall, this open service hatch, it looks like, and there's still an elbow leaned on the counter of the service hatch. So the corner of the corridor, it kind of goes round to the right. The corner there is cutting off any kind of view of that person.
Okay.
But there are people all around you.
Okay. Can I tell if it's like an elbow? It looks like a guard's uniform or a servant's uniform, or
So with 22, you can tell. You can't tell if it's a guard.
Does he have psoriasis on the elbow?
Well, actually,
Does he have scales?
Well, yes, it is a dragonborn.
brothers?
It's a dragonborn elbow. You can clearly see. Yes.
Okay.
You can see the kind of greenish blackishness of the scales.
So to be a little bit racist, they're often used in guarding positions, like because they're strong. I mean, we don't want to like stereotype people, but you know, it seems likely that that's someone who's going to be tough in a fight.
Yeah. Probably don't want to approach that one. Okay.
I guess we don't really want to approach anyone.
So,
Are there people we do want to approach? Weak people we can punch to death.
Locke is going to touch the neck of Goldrunner, just make sure he's definitely dead.
Yep. You extend your fingers down onto the still lifeless neck of Goldrunner, and you feel no pulse.
Wonderful. I'm going to stab him in the head just to make sure. Because I don't trust my life-checking ability.
Yeah.
I love the roleplay. As you look down and you lift up your rapier again over Goldrunner's head, you notice the pristine white floor that Goldrunner's body is laying on.
And I reconsider.
So you're in this corridor. They are still white walls because this is the White Castle.
Sure.
Jekyll Henkel's White Castle. It's still white walls here. It's still it's kind of white stone flooring everywhere. Okay. So you do notice that the blood, is beginning to bleed out a bit.
Okay, fine. I'm going to look for the keys. Because I assume the jailer has keys,
Yep.
and I'm going to attempt to open the cell.
You easily find the keys and you open the cell.
Hello, brother. It's lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too, brother, but keep it down. We're not in the safest of places.
I have been drinking.
Oh, bloody hell.
They declared me some sort of drinking champion and gave me my throne room.
Okay, great. Now Locke's going to look around to see if there's maybe some blankets or something he can use to mop up the blood. Key, drag that body in here and try to shove it in a corner out of sight.
I do exactly what I'm told.
So you see in the prison cell on the floor, there's general, to use another one of our DM's favourite words, detritus. But also the thing that's most noticeable is there's a lot of hay in there. So okay, that's wonderful. Kind of what they've used to say, right, people can just sleep in there. They just throw a bunch of hay in there. So you feel like that could be somewhat helpful for covering up bodies or covering up blood stains or so forth.
If I do maybe a bit of insight, do I think that Key could fit into the guard's clothes of Gold Rudder?
So roll a dice.
I will. 19.
That's good. So, you looking at the clothes, first of all, Gold Rider has quite a large chest wound.
Plus 4, 19 plus 4, 23.
I love that you do that every time.
I know the numbers are important.
Give him plus 4 more information.
I will do. So,
Do it!
Yeah.
Yeah!
So, looking at the gold uniform, you would see that there is quite a large blood stain in the chest. We haven't really discussed the guard uniform. Essentially, they're like leather. They wear leather armor. It's fairly lightweight. The normal guards you see all around the castle, they have leather armor, but over the top they have like white sheets, essentially, kind of like Romanesque tunics, like hanging loosely off them, and then they have belt with all their kind of equipment on. So the leather armor is kind of, you could easily hide it. It's red blood soaking through brown leather, but the white sheet clearly has blood all over it.
Do we see a white sheet? Do I see a white sheet around that I could possibly replace, especially since I'm such a disguiser?
Yes, as a disguiser, you can fabricate anything you wanted to.
Okay, wonderful. I'm going to try. I'm going to try and do that then.
No, that was a joke.
Oh,
No, you can
okay.
you can see no white sheets.
don't
At the moment,
understand.
it's an incredibly plain corridor. The only white sheet is on Gold Rider's corpse that Key is dragging into the prison cell.
Okay.
He's got a helmet, hasn't he? Has he got a helmet?
Yes, they have helmets. Yes.
So that'll help at least.
I think Locke would decide it's a minimal risk. Maybe we don't have the white sheet, but we need to get moving. So, all right, brother, take off Gold Rider's clothes and put them on.
Already done.
Wow, you're bloody quick, aren't you?
Put them on you.
No, you.
Right, why put them on me?
Because I'm already disguised.
Oh, right. I'll put them on me. Will they fit me?
No, so that was the
Yeah,
extra
I'm-
4
I'm-
of
I'm
information.
too big.
I thought I asked if it
No,
would
you asked
fit.
if they fit you.
No.
Okay,
You just. I think you just asked in general, but
I'm sure okay. Well,
We've all got carried away, so there's a big red blood stain on. But the other thing is, they are very ill-fitting on Key. You could put them on, but Key could put them on, but it would look very strange.
okay. So it doesn't sound like that's going to work then.
Could I fit the helmet on?
Yeah.
Do we do Star Wars? You lead me round like a prisoner.
Well, that's what I was thinking. But the problem is, I would need to be a guard because I was an administrator disguise.
Right.
So I'm not going to be able to drag around a
I
prisoner.
don't know this.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been
This
drunk
is-
in prison. Okay, so you're dressed as an administrator.
Yeah, you also remember he's wearing a blonde wig and has grown a moustache.
Actually, it's a surprise you recognise me.
And Key is very drunk. So.
You're looking great. How long has it been? I must have been here for years.
Okay. Do I think a bit of insight? Do I think if I put like some kind of a rope or chain on Key and I walk through as administrator, although it'd be odd, I could maybe get away with it?
Roll an insight.
11 plus 4, 15.
15.
Plus 9.
You're not sure, you think it'll be a bit fishy.
Yeah, okay. It's a bit difficult. There is that hatch, but I'm worried about, I don't really know. Did I see any white sheets in the kitchen?
Yes, there would be some white sheets there.
Do I think I could... Oh, no, but I'm still going to have the problem of the weird-looking uniform. Do I think that the white sheet might cover the ill-fitting uniform if I were to put it on?
So with that insight roll, you got a 15. You feel like the weird thing is the fact that someone who works in the supply room would be walking around the prisoner.
No. I said if I used the uniform, the guard uniform, and put it on, and
You
also
could wear
grabbed
it,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I grabbed a blanket
Yeah.
or sheet from the kitchen. Do I think I could get away? Because you said it's quite ill-fitting on.
Yeah, it's
Key.
ill-fitting
on me.
Key.
We're very different sizes.
Yeah, he's half
sorry.
orc, you're half elf.
Okay, right. It would fit me though.
Yeah.
Right, fine.
'Cause you're
Okay.
just a normal human.
Fine.
size.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Completely misunderstood that.
Sorry, you're only the mastermind, but and your partner's only
I
like
didn't have
drunk.
my iceberg Coke, so
I drank an iceberg.
anyway, I'm going to put on the guard's uniform. I wonder if I should go get a sheet first.
So with that, you hear the squeaking wheels of a trolley.
Have I already put on the guard uniform?
Oh, I had it as the next action you were doing.
Boom.
Happens during
Okay.
this. So as you begin to put on the guard's uniform, you hear the squeaking wheels of a trolley coming from the kitchen, getting quickly louder, sounding like they're coming to your direction.
Okay.
I'm going to rub some of the guard's blood on myself.
Because you're a mentalist?
So if someone asks why there's blood on the floor, you can say, it's the prisoner's blood.
No, very clever.
So I'm going to pretend I'm wounded.
Okay.
And I'm going to rub some of the blood on my
And
chest.
you've already dragged the body into the cell.
So the body's in there. I'll put it under the hay. There was hay, wasn't there?
Yep. Yeah.
I'll put the body under the hay, and then I'll lie on top of it.
Had you also tried to mop up some of the blood with hay?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I wish I had.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I can put my hands in that blood and I'll put it on me. So I'm going to lie on that going, oh no, I'm wounded.
And I'll continue trying to put the guard uniform and try to be ready for when this trolley comes around, looking guardish.
So currently the door is open. We've got Gold Runner's body under hay with Key laying on top of it, covered in Gold Runner's blood.
Yes.
Blood on the floor, the door open, and you're getting changed into a guard uniform.
Yes.
Okay. So with all that action happening, you turn to see the front of what looks like a service trolley, like you would see in a restaurant, start peeking round the corner. It has some food plates on top, and it stops halfway round the corner. And this is the archway, right? So this is coming from the kitchen to you. So this is about 5 meters away from you as you turn around and look. Then it stops dead in its tracks. And you hear a few grunts from the kitchen and a distant call out, Sneedle's on his way! And then a closer one, guys, Sneedle's coming! Get ready! And the trolley stays there.
Okay. I continue putting on the guard uniform.
Yep.
I tell... okay, I'll do it in character. Brother! Get inside the cell, I need to lock it.
I was in the cell lying on top of the body.
Right, then I lock the door. I lock the door, and I pick up the spear and stand ready as I saw the guard. And I also get my mimic speech ready for Gold Rudder.
So you're wearing...
Oh God, no, I don't want to pretend I'm Gold Rudder. I do not do that. I just get the spear and I stand there.
So at the moment you're standing in a small pool of blood on the floor, and you're wearing this tunic that this white long tunic you put on, which has a blood stain through the chest at the moment.
Yeah.
So slightly suspicious.
Yeah.
If you're looking at that scene.
Sure.
As you look down the corridor, you see down the very far end at the service counter a distant dragonborn pop his head round the corner and go, "Hey, you! Help a brother out! Delay Sneedle when he comes round the corner!" And then he disappears off.
Interesting. Okay.
Should we do the opposite of that, or should we do that? If Sneedle does round, because we definitely don't want Sneedle to come around the corner. That seems really bad for us in this situation.
But also, I wonder if this Dragonborn could be of some benefit to us if we do him a favour.
Or is the distraction going to be that the dragon, like whatever the Dragonborn's doing, is going to distract Sneedle from whatever we're doing?
Yeah, no, I agree. Maybe it's worth just selling out this person we have no idea about.
He doesn't sound nice.
No. I feel like we've made the right decision together.
Yeah, I'm shouting from inside the cell. Did you lock me back in the cell?
I did.
Okay. You could have just closed the door again, because then I could have come out and helped.
Well, unless he asked me to do it and then the door's already open, that's going to be super suspicious.
Oh, then I'll just come out wailing. I haven't got my weapon anymore, though, have I?
No, you lost a lot of weapons.
That's all right, I've got some for you.
Okay, cool, thank you.
I'm sure I can chuck you a knife or something.
There is Gold Runner's spear as well.
I'm holding, that's mine.
Okay. Well, you'd have a rapier as well, so you could share the weapons, couldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Calm down, I'll choose.
Okay, so the body's hidden in the hay. Key's in the prison. At the moment, you're just standing guard.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So, roll me both a perception check.
You got 20 overall.
Yes, I got a 20 overall.
I didn't.
No, what did you get?
5.
You fall over from your laying position.
You prone your prone self.
Yeah, you just roll on the ground.
Roll around.
You try Listen to start rolling on the ground.
That makes sense.
So, so Locke has strained his ears in this moment of intense action and mastermindery needed, and you hear the hustle bustle of the kitchen cool down, less pots and pans smashing about, and knives chopping things, and you hear footsteps, loud boots, kind of heavy set boots, footstepping through the kitchen. And then you hear, Chef Leopold? Chef Leopold.
Oh, maybe the Dragonborn was a chef, not a fighter.
Interesting.
Just point down at him that way.
So, at the moment, you're off in the north end of the corridor.
Sure.
The kitchen can't really see you.
Yeah.
There's still that cart, which is in that archway.
Yeah.
And after you hear someone requesting Chef Leopold, you hear, yes, Sneedle, what do you want?
No, that wasn't the Dragonborn.
We got too excited.
You did get... I'm happy you got so excited.
Oh, I'm always excited. I thought maybe I was the Dragonborn.
I am in the middle of preparations. What do you want? Well, Leopold, I've come to inquire about tomorrow. It's very important. I expect the specific details that I requested to be in place.
You're just doing the podcast on your own now.
I know, that's fine. That's going to have to happen for a bit.
Oh, he wants a pencil.
But Locke got very agitated and started shaking in place.
Okay.
So we'll give him time to write this down. What are you writing down, Locke?
Oh, no, he's just writing down the name of the chef.
Okay, you can keep the pencil if you need it.
Oh.
And you hear, the elven wine? Yes, we have a shipment coming tomorrow, Sneedle. You do not need to worry about that. Okay, that is good to hear. I want this to be special. Tomorrow, the aim is all about making it seem the elves have a special culture, a wonderful culture, an addition needed to be added and respected within Seafood. What about the leaven bread? Yes, I have made some for you. It's very difficult to find these eldritch recipes, but I have a good approximation. You hear nothing.
We're not saying
For a few
anything else for the
moments.
rest of the podcast.
No, it's fine.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah?
So I'm not going to do anything.
Sneedle pipes up again, slightly sharper than before. I did not ask for an approximation. This does not taste special. By tomorrow, I want you to source what is the authentic leaven bread of the elves. Sneedle, I have connections. I can go talk to merchants tomorrow about this, but I cannot promise anything. Well then, I cannot promise that by tomorrow you will have a job, Chef Leopold. And then the footsteps begin to come your way.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not my way. I'm in a prison cell and I'm locked in. I'm fine.
Well, it's heading in your direction.
Someone else's problem, though.
The footsteps go out loud enough that it's near the archway that leads into the kitchen, and then they stop. And then you hear, who has left this cart in the archway? This is a health and safety issue. Make sure this does not happen again. And then the footsteps carry on. And from the archway, you see a small gnome with pointy blue hair and a pinched little face walk round the corner.
That's a very good impression of a pinched little face.
Yes.
You can't see it, listeners, because this is an audio podcast, but Robin's doing some great faces.
And following behind him are what you would recognise as 4 centaur guards.
Badass.
Yeah, and if you remember, the centaur guards, like the kind of SAS militarized guards of Seathwaite, which is part of the Magistrar Vincent Aurelius's personal force, and like they are the enforcers of Seathwaite. They're a step up from normal guards. Sneedle looks right down the corridor, which is looking right at you.
I stand guard. Silently.
Silently stand guard. Sneedle turns back into the kitchen and says, "There is blood pooled near the prisoner's cell. This is unhygienic and also is against health and safety. Make sure I do not see so many issues again when I come downstairs."
This guy's worried about health and safety infractions.
Yeah, quite
This
a
needs
lot.
to be his main thing.
Bit OCD.
Yeah. Stickler for these rules. I mean, is there any way of completing this mission with health and safety infractions? Getting the castle shut down.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea.
It's like so many cogs twirling in your
Yeah.
heads at the moment.
I know, but all of them are just sort of going, no, none of that doesn't. I mean, that doesn't help.
So imagine go back to Marlow and go, "Yeah, we shut the castle down due to a health and safety infraction."
Yeah. So, well, that's not quite what I said.
Yes. So he regards you again. He narrows his already pinched face. And he turns left.
Away from us.
Yes.
Thank goodness for that.
He turns left and
Walks backwards towards us. You bastard, you tricked us.
and he walks down towards the service hatch where you saw this Dragonborn ask that you delay Sneedle.
Yeah.
Sounds like his problem now.
The Dragonborn, you see the Dragonborn emerge again in the service hatch, and he kind of stands to attention and says, "Good day, Sneedle." And Sneedle says back to him, "Ah, Smythe, good to see you again." I'm not Smythe, I'm Taruk."
Racist Sneedle. He doesn't recognise different Dragonborn. Thinks they all look the same.
"Smythe is the other one." "Oh, yes, no, Taruk, of course. I've known many Dragonborn Taruks. I've had many Dragonborn friends." Turok is all the Turuks are they're strong fighters, aren't they? "Yes, I used to be a great warrior in the pits." "Ah, the gladiator arenas?" "No, just the pits." "Okay, so I've come to see the head of security. Is he in?" "No, he's upstairs preparing the tents and trying to clean up the mess." And the conversation continues from there. Are you going to do anything or stay and listen?
I'm going to continue listening.
I don't listening to a story.
I don't really want to unlock the door and try and help a drunk, massive brother all the way through the castle while those guys are turned a little bit further up.
Yeah.
So, as the conversation continues down
Can
the
I
other-
hear the conversation?
You can, and you can choose to, because that's a
I
real
choose
thing
to.
that's happening.
I choose to.
But before that happens, or as that happens, you see a servant move the cart from the archway around the corner, put in front of you. And on that cart is a white sheet, on top a couple of meals. And like I said, it's a large kind of dining service cart where it has kind of 2 layers. So the white sheet is covering kind of an underneath layer as well. And also he then gets down on his hands and knees and begins to use a cloth to clean up the pool of blood as well. So Turok and Sneedle carry on.
This cart? So it has the food on the top, and then it has the sheet. And is there an area in the middle?
You would assume so. Yes.
Okay. How big is that area in the middle? Would you say? Would you say big enough for a brother?
A brother would be a tough squeeze, but it could be done. Yes.
Okay.
You look at it and you size up and you think, I reckon with a bit of illusionary magic of the non-arcane type, it would look, it might look a bit fishy if anyone expected it. There'll be a bit of a bulge, but you could probably fit a half orc under there. Yes.
Okay.
And so, do you want me to carry on the conversation? You're going to carry on listening to...
Yes, I'm going to continue
Turok and
listening.
Sneedle? So you can hear Sneedle chastising for various infractions Turok. He then moves on. Turok, I have given Samuels the schedule for the guard patrols I want tomorrow. They need to be revised due to today's incident. Where is he? Well, as I said, he's up preparing the tents. Turok, has he begun to give out the individual guard posting tickets? The system I have devised. Each of you must have a specific place to be. Yes, sir, I haven't got my own ticket, but he's begun to fill them out. In fact, the book's right here. Samuels isn't in? No, like I said, he's upstairs. He's not in his office. I'm coming round. No, Sneedle, there's no reason. I'm coming round. And then you see Sneedle move round this corner down the end of the corridor with his two of his centaur guards.
So he's left two behind with Turok.
The other two he's left behind, and they turn and walk down the corridor towards you.
Okay. I will continue standing guard.
Yes, good. Like a Rainbow Six match where you're in defence. Just don't peek, eh?
Well, I'm going to have to at some point, but I don't think this is the best time.
No, yep. You completely
I
make good
am a
decisions.
rogue, after all.
You already are. So the two guards, the centaur guards, walk down the corridor, turn right, walk through the archway into the kitchen and disappear.
Okay. So now ahead of us, there is only Turok?
Turok has disappeared from the service hatch. Sneedle said he's going to come round and look in Samuel's, the head of security's office.
Yeah. Okay.
So Turok's not there anymore. In fact, down the corridor, the coast is completely clear.
Okay.
The servant's just finishing up cleaning up the blood.
Okay.
And the servant moves away.
With the trolley?
No, the trolley's left there.
Okay. I'm going to... So no one's there anymore?
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to fashion the white...
New tunic.
Yes, so that it looks authentic.
Okay.
I don't know how long that takes.
Does he have to roll for that?
He does have to roll for
I
that.
saw you looking at the dice, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
18.
Wonderful.
Plus your
what?
proficiency, because it's a disguise of a +3, because that's his proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
I checked your character sheet earlier.
Proficiency 3.
It's almost indistinguishable from another guard. You are a guard with leather armor now, a white tunic, and a handsome moustache with a helmet on your head.
Okay. Great. Okay, I'm going to I'm going to walk down to the service hatch and open it and have a look.
So the service it's just like an open counter. You know, like if you go into a bank and there's like they normally have glass there now, don't they?
Okay.
But there's no opening. It's a big, wide open counter.
Ah, right.
So, or like, just imagine if you go to any kind of place where you have to inquire about something, there'll be like maybe an open...
The drive-through window.
Yeah, kind of. But it's quite a bit wider than that. It's larger now. But yeah, so there's no opening. You can just see in there. And when so you're walking right down to the...
Yeah, I just want to have a look to see if there's an alternative except for the kitchen.
Okay. So...
in the kitchen.
When you walk down, you get to this corner. You can see into the service hatch, and there's no one else in there at the moment.
Okay.
You can see there's like a desk the other side of the service hatch. There's papers. There's booklets there. When you look into the room, in the far side of the room, there's a set of stairs going upwards.
Okay.
You can't really see where that goes.
Okay.
It goes. It's not like dingy, but it's slightly dark down here. You're in a basement, and you can also see. So to the left far side, there's these stairs going up. To the right far side, when you look into this hatch, there's there's another room. It's kind of a smaller room. It's like, it doesn't look like it's a room that goes anywhere. It just looks like it's maybe like a separate office area.
I want to go and have a look in the room.
Okay, but so you would have to climb through the service hatch to do that? The service counter?
Okay, so, sorry, it's like a counter, I'd have to climb over it? Okay, fine.
So when you go in a police station...
Okay, sure. Do I a quick bit of insight, do I think there might be something useful in any of those books in that service hatch?
Well, you think back to what was said, and Taruk said that...
He said they've started doing the tickets for the guards, but did he take that with him, or... I don't know.
See.
Okay, I would like to have a look.
Okay, so you look through the papers.
Potentially find that.
And there are general papers, there are kind of security concern papers, so kind of reports that look like they've been written up.
Okay.
There's details of people that are banned from the castle or people to watch out for. And then you do see what kind of... It almost looks like, I don't know, kind of like a raffle book, maybe. And on the front, you see Sneedle's signature, and you see the words guard posting tickets.
Okay, great.
As well. You open it up, and it looks like a book which has each page is a ticket, and it has written on it the guard's name, the guard's number, and an area in the castle, and then a date. That's kind of the information to be filled in. And within the book, it's one of those books where whenever you write anything, a duplicate is made underneath.
Oh, so it's like a carbon copy underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Right. So there's carbon copies
Okay.
of all the tickets that have been filled in for this booklet.
Okay.
Gold Rudder's ticket. Because Gold Runner's not going to need his ticket anymore.
No, he's not. But then I would have to try and disguise you as Gold Rudder.
No, because
they would know what Gold Rudder looks like.
Stop trying to disguise him as people.
Why can't you be disguised as Gold Rudder?
Because isn't Gold Rudder quite big?
You're wearing his clothes. I couldn't fit into them.
Oh, right, good point. No, that's very fair. That's fine.
Also, it doesn't mean everyone knows what Gold Rudder looks like. Like, there might be an entrance where they just don't know what he looks like necessarily.
The only problem is we also left the body in the
that's what
prison,
I'm thinking as
and
well.
they're going to find that.
Yes.
And then
are they going to find it, or can we, like...
Well, we have to get rid of it. We'd have to take... What we could do is we could put the body in that trolley...
And we need to somehow mark on these books that Gold Rudder's like ill, or has gone home, or is not serving anymore.
Sure.
That would almost work better. There's no suspicion. Like, we make it look like, and we need to spread this somehow, make it known that Gold Rudder is like gone home, like sick.
What you mean today?
Yeah, he's
Sure.
like.
But we still need to find a way to get him out.
We hope they never look in this cell, because also they're going to think that I've escaped at some point. Otherwise,
yeah. Well, I mean that's quite risky because basically we're going to leave. There's going to be no guard at the cell unless I ask another guard to come and stay by the cell. I mean, as long as we could take off some of the hay so he just looks drunk, but it's not going to look like you. So actually, if anyone looks, they're going to know immediately. So it's not.
Or we had to, Gold Rudder, because otherwise we've got two big lies. We've got Gold Rudder had to go home, and we killed the half-orc that was... The half-orc died in there. That's why there was so much blood around. He vomited up blood at some point.
Yeah.
And so I took his body and I buried it. Don't worry, I dealt with that separately.
Yeah.
I threw his body in the moat.
Yeah, we could say. And we still need to tell someone that. So I would still need to get some... Like, I would need to
I'm thinking we somehow mark it in these books. So if anyone looks for where all this stuff is...
Okay. Was there any status book, or could we maybe put a message or something, or I don't know?
So get a roll perception check.
17.
Plus
4.
So you do see
21.
a register and absentee book.
Okay.
So you open that up.
Okay.
And you can see the days where people have come, You can also see a separate section where it says people that are currently sick and expectation of how long they'll be sick for.
Okay, so I'm going.
I think Gold Runner's pretty. I don't think he's going to be with the rest of the week.
So Locke is going to fill in an illness absence, like row or whatever, and like severe food poisoning lasts, maybe back tomorrow, whatever. I would like to do that.
Okay.
I would also like to steal the Gold Rudder ticket.
Okay.
What is there a Gold Rudder ticket that's been written?
Or do we fill one in for a made-up guard, who we are? Can we fill in another ticket?
Let's do
of
both.
course.
Why
Yeah.
take the risk?
So at the moment there are.
Let's have 3 tickets. Let's have Gold Rudder, because we've only got the carbon copy of Gold Rudder, haven't we?
Yep. But you are with a Master Forger.
Yeah, so we can have a Gold Rudder ticket, but you can just put in 2 names of the 2 guards we are.
Yeah.
In fact, because we're going to go and get
3,
an assistant, aren't we? So we might as well have 3
Yeah,
tickets.
that's a good idea. So
5. Let's get Galak in there as well.
we're gonna do.
What happened to Galak is the problem.
I'll do 3 new guards.
Okay.
Things, and I'll try to forge the signature as well of Sneedle and stuff.
Roll for sleight of hand.
Might have to rip out some pages. I got a 20.
So
Is it 2, listeners?
plus 4 probably.
No, his sleight of hand will be 7, I think.
Let me just have a look. 9 sleight of hand.
Wow.
So I got 11.
There you go. So you feel like for you did quite a sloppy job, but there are a lot of tickets in this book.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Under scrutiny, people would see the difference.
I'm going to rip them off.
Okay. Could you write down specifically what you actually wrote?
What the fake names are?
Yes, what the fake names are.
Sure.
Well, just whatever you wrote.
Let's do our own names. That's the Dante disguise.
Yes, fucking Dante. He's not in the room at the moment. Oh, I hate Dante so much.
So what are you writing down, Locke? What are the 3 names?
So the names that have been written are Mundar, Pimu, and Ratali.
Yeah, sure, I don't sound made up. So you're not right. What are you doing about Goldar then? Goldar.
Goldar? Who's Goldar?
Yeah, Gold Runner.
I'm going to take. Is the ticket there, or it's just the copy that's been made imprinted from?
You imagine there'll be a carbon copy in there.
Okay.
So you would be able to copy that ticket very easily, change that ticket.
I want to copy that.
Okay. So you're going to have to find it because it's quite a big thick book at the moment.
Sure, in his clothes. Check his pockets.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I'll check the clothes to see if I've already been given it.
Go ahead.
He's probably tucked it in his pants.
I got a 6.
Plus 4.
Plus 4. 10.
You can't find a ticket in any of his pockets.
Okay. I'm going to try and make a copy then.
With that,
assuming I can find it. Oh, didn't what?
You start hearing a raised voice. It sounds like it's coming from the room next to the room you're looking into. So you're looking into a room, this kind of guard station, it looks like. Yeah. On the left far side, there's stairs going up.
Yeah.
Right there's the office. Yeah. And actually, round the corner, far right, there's another door going into the room adjacent, kind of further down the corridor to your right.
Do we think that's his office? The guy had the security guard's office.
Well, that's where Sneedle went, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, wasn't he going to see it? Wasn't this where he went?
Yeah, that was where he went.
So would that make sense with what I haven't heard any of this, obviously, but I'm just lying on top of a dead body hiding it.
Like puking up every now and again into his ear.
I mean, I can do, I suppose.
Let's bring it to life, boys!
Strangely, Porcher had a thing where he'd make himself vomit, didn't he?
He did.
And the last campaign, Fickle had a thing where she would just suddenly vomit on command. There's weird vomit things in the formal game.
There are some weird patterns emerging.
Yeah.
My favourite was Sottery when he would be like, oh, I've decided that I'm going to by accidentally fall over.
I think maybe that there was a bit of editing to take that out of the episode slowly. The listeners are hearing a little bit behind Robin's character choices. I remember, I don't know if I said that out or not. It was a very confusing moment. I choose to accidentally fall over. That's not how accidents work.
So, roll another perception for me. You're having a brotherly mind connection. 3. Okay, so looking in the room, you can't see any signs of what that room next door would be.
Okay.
You can hear raised voices in there. You can hear Sneedle chastising, but you can only hear mumbles, but you can kind of hear the odd words.
Okay.
You can hear, "You're on duty now, why are you doing this?" And you can hear Turuk saying, I didn't know what they were doing in here. And you can hear other voices of people you don't know, saying, "It's just a bit of fun. We weren't really doing any gambling." And the kind of the discussion goes on.
Okay, great. So do I think I would have time, like the way the conversation is going, do I think I have quick time to have a leaf through the book?
It sounds like it. It sounds like they're very preoccupied.
Okay, I'm going to look through the book to see if I can find that.
Roll a perception.
19 plus 4.
19 plus 4. So
That's 23.
You find... Good. You find a ticket for Gold Rudder.
Wonderful.
For the date of tomorrow, which is the day when it's all going to go down. Fingers crossed. And Gold Rudder is going to be at the docks. Supply docks, it says.
Okay, great.
Okay. So that's the information. And there's autograph. There's a signature from Sneedle.
That also gives us the idea that there's going to be a gap at the docks.
Yeah.
So not only could we pretend to be Gold Rudder, but there won't be someone on duty there.
Yeah, exactly. So
there's
it is a
double-
potential escape route or entrance.
Entry route. There's this
Yeah.
double bonus that there's going to be a weak entry point here.
Almost like someone, whoever, if we have other people join us, we would have room to... Anyway,
if we were going to try and pincer them.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so I'm going to try and make a copy quickly.
Okay. So you now have that ticket. Yeah, roll for it. No, roll for it, because you offered to roll for it. That's how this works.
8.
8. Okay, plus your 9. So it seems like an alright forgery.
Plus 9 is insane.
Yeah. Why are you just forging stuff? You don't even have to be here.
I mean, we sort of are. He does have to be here. I got stuck.
Wonderful. So, the argument is kind of getting a bit louder and a bit closer at the moment. You feel like that it's getting a bit risky to stay where you are, but you think you probably have the last opportunity to look through the whatever you're looking through.
A prisoner sign in and a sign out book.
That's a great idea.
So they don't look in the cell.
Yeah,
and then we can leave the body in the cell because they won't need to check it.
No, wait a minute. If it's a prisoner sign in, sign out...
So it says there's no prisoner in that cell.
Then there's a body there.
Why would there be a body there?
Are we you mean remove the body?
No, well, the body's hidden under a pile of hay.
Yeah.
So if it's just an empty cell and there's not meant to be anyone here...
Good point. Okay, sure.
There's no reason for them to come in and sort
makes
of...
sense. Yes, we Locke looks for that.
I shout from inside the cell.
Sign me out.
I can't. So I'm doing the wrong voice. I'm going to Burnham. Hello. Burnham back
there
there.
are too many voices.
Yes. Go on. No. No.
Stop selling the other seasons.
Yeah. I'm back.
So, roll a perception to look.
10.
Plus 4.
Plus 10 plus 4.
It's weird we got a new catchphrase. Plus 4.
So you begin to look through some more papers. You kind of see an open drawer from the other side of the desk. And you poke your head round there, and you do see a prisoner sign in, sign out.
Okay, I'm going to sign out.
Okay. The information that's in there is that there's like kind of a row per prisoner. So at the moment there's Key. What's your second name?
Witherton.
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 Key Witherton. Obviously, while you were drunk, you gave up your name, I suppose. Reason for being in there. Infraction of jumping on the pagoda as it was racing up. In a forbidden area. and it says sign in date. There's an empty column for sign out date, and then there's a guard name for sign in and a guard name for sign out.
Okay.
Wasn't it silly of Gold Runner to sign us out?
I'm gonna put Gold Rudder as the sign out.
Okay, wonderful.
Because then he's gone home.
Hey, I need to ask Gold Runner, why he signed out the prisoner? Oh, he's gone home.
He's ill. And he's not on duty in the dock. He's shit, this Gold Runner. He's not going to get his pension.
So roll a forgery.
6 plus 9.
6 plus
Wow,
9.
what a fantastic roll!
Again,
It's
like
still 15. It's still quite amazing.
passable forgery.
No, that's what I meant. I was being serious.
Oh, right. You said it in a very sarcastic way.
Oh.
So, with that, what are you going to do? So you've.
Oh no, I'm going to go back to the cell.
Yep.
Do quick perception insight. Do I think they'll be there a while so I could, pop on? I could sneak out with my brother, or do I think that they might be finishing soon? Just by the nature of the conversation or the shouting or whatever.
It sounds like it's heating up at the moment.
Okay.
Like that's all you can get
Okay.
from that.
I'm going to go back to my brother and I'm going to
Okay.
I'm going to try and unlock it and
Yes,
take him
fine.
out.
So-
We still had the trolley, didn't we?
Yeah, we
Yep.
still have the trolley.
But there's no sheet on it anymore,
No, because
is
I
there?
put it on my thing.
You do have the old sheet,
The one with the bloodstain on it?
yeah?
I mean, you could put that over and put me on the trolley and sort of... Can I fit in the bottom of the trolley?
Yeah, so we were saying that we think that you could physically fit, but there'll be a bulge there. It'll be a bit suspicious, but
Right.
less suspicious than you just like walking around with
out.
your wang out.
Yeah, I mean, even with a rope tied around him, it would still look quite weird. They probably question that.
Well,
You are a guard now.
yeah, you are a guard
And
now.
if I'm...
And I do look like a guard as well, so
Yeah.
maybe it'll be easier just to be quite casual and upfront about it.
Yeah, maybe the trolley is more suspicious than just walking me out Star Wars style.
Yeah, I feel like okay. I'm going to open up.
So stop there though.
Boom.
As you're walking back and all these lovely thoughts are going through your head, you hear the door in the guard post, and you can turn and see through the service hatch that the door is opening, and Sneedle and Taruk are walking into the guard post room where you leant through the hatch and you were going through all the stuff. Taruk again is saying, I don't really feel comfortable. I know Samuels wouldn't want you going through his office while he's not here. Sneedle turns to Taruk and says, I have ultimate authority here. I don't care whether you feel comfortable or not. And then he turns, and then they walk to that corner room that you saw in the guard post. And Sneedle says, find me the key. And they're kind of waiting there. And Taruk's beginning to look through some of the cabinets in the corner.
That's very interesting. So maybe there's a master key or something.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Okay, do I think I could, if I needed to kind of stealthily run quickly back to take my guard position, could I still watch and then run before they came? Because at the moment they're fumbling around looking for a key, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in the guard post room. Back to where your guard post is, back at the prison cell.
Yeah.
It's down this long corridor. It's a fairly long corridor.
Okay.
It's about like 20 meters or so.
Can I actually see? Would I be able to see where they're kind of looking?
If you were down that end, you could see Taruk still. He's on the left side of the room as you look through the
Yeah.
service hatch.
Okay.
But Sneedle is waiting by this door, which is this room
Yeah.
at the right side.
Okay.
And you can't see Sneedle anymore. All the 2 centaur guards he still has with him.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the cell and stand
Okay.
in front of it because I think they're going to come soon.
Okay. So the Taruk keeps looking for the key. After a few moments, he says, "Oh, okay, yes, I found it." And then he walks off, and you see him outside. You hear a door unlocking, and that's all you can really perceive.
So that
That sounds like it was
theoretically the
office
key
was
would
locked.
be back in there as well.
Yeah.
Like if you get it from there, you'd probably put it back there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we can get to this place again, this is theoretically a good place to find some sort of master key.
Yeah.
It's always worth knowing. The
Yeah.
more you know.
The more you blow.
Yes, that's the phrase. The more you know, the more you blow.
So
I don't like the fact the DM's writing that down. Well, we need to come up with a Do you know the route out of here?
I do.
Okay. Is it...
It's basically okay.
Is the route going to be suspicious that
Mate,
you're
well,
taking a prisoner that way?
Well, should we have the discussion in character?
Well, I'm pretty drunk. Yeah. Hello, brother. Your moustache looks nice. When did you get that?
Right, Key. It's lovely seeing you, but shut up for a second.
Reasonable.
You need to be quiet because some of the guards are walking around. But get ready, because soon we're going to be making a break for it, all right?
What shall I do with my new friend here?
No,
brother?
just leave him, cuddle him a bit so no one can see him.
Shall
Maybe be sick a bit on him.
Right.
You know, make it real authentic.
I'm gonna use my wisdom and say maybe I won't be sick on him because I don't want them coming here and trying to clean up the hay. Because if they clean up the hay, they'll find the dead body I've hidden underneath it.
That's all right. You can just chuck some more hay on it afterwards.
Okay, I'll put lots of hay on top of it. I make sure he's as covered as possible with hay.
Okay, he's nicely covered with hay at the moment.
Okay, good. I get off him and then the cover where I was lying down with hay.
Okay, and we're going to wait. So I'm going to continue standing in guard position, and obviously I've told KJ to just sit there.
What's the route out, brother? Is it going to be safe?
Yeah, don't worry about it, KJ. Don't worry. Just have a little nap until I wake you up.
And am I going to have to do any talking because I'm pretty drunk?
There'll be no talking.
Fantastic.
Just be yourself.
Oh, that's the only thing I've ever been any good at.
Yeah, don't I bloody know it.
So
Yeah!
So it seems like you're all warmed up, ready to make an escape.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how that escape goes next episode.
Oh, you're a prick.
Oh, I bloody hate you.
Don't blame me. He told me to do it.
Shush. We don't have to give away the secrets of the podcast. Thank you for listening.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.